If I'm a bitch, then I'm the baddest bitch. Can't be. Set flashing light.
Hey guys, Vespertine Fan 500 here, and I'm here with a new Umi build that I've been working on. I actually put it together with my friend Carlos the other day at Locals, and it did not do as good as I wanted, so I took it back and I edited a bunch. One big note I wanted to mention, because this is the revised version from the earlier episode, is that I'm running no normal monsters, no Terra King Salmon, no Giga Gaga Gigo. I'm not running any of those guys because they're bricks, and I don't want any bricks in this deck. I definitely think this is not a build I would recommend to people who are trying to learn Umi. This is for people who already know how to play it. There are certain decisions that I made when making this deck that I feel like if you played incorrectly, then it would really screw you up. But if you know how you're playing, then I feel like you can play around the weaknesses it may have. No Doomkraken, he sucks. Without further ado though, I will get into this profile, starting with 3 of the best monster in the game. Ocean Dragon Lord, Kairyu-Shin, goes in match on legs. What more can I say? Normal summon him, you basically win. Electric Jellyfish at 2, of course, I had this last time. Warrior of Atlantis at 2, I upped him, I'll explain this later. I finally did get the Gamma Seal, so I'm running it. And then to end off that water package, Mega Fortress Whale is at 1. Alright, here's what I'm excited to show you guys. 2-Dimension Shifter. It works, trust me, I've tested it. It's not as messy as you think it would be. Umi can play under Shifter, and it gives it so much more power. It's less fun to pilot, but it gives it so much more power. 2 evenly matched, recommended by Carlos. It's really worth it, definitely 100%. 2 Imperm, I think it's how I had it last time, and it's been working. And 1 triple tack. So that's all for the hand trap package here. That's all you really need. Too much, any more of that is too much, any less of that is too little. To get on to the spells, 3 Legendary Ocean, 3 Fish Sonar, that's classic, everyone knows that, that's staple. But getting on to something I added that was new, I added a whole pot package. I had the Prosperities before, but I threw in the Dualities as well, and then an extra. This right here adds so much consistency, you can't even believe it until you start playing it. It's actually insane. Alright, 2 Dark Ruler no more, 1 Terraforming, 1 Foolish Burial Goods, and a tech card that was recommended to me yesterday is Aquarium Stage. It's basically a glorified Sea Stealth 2, which we're also running at 1, but it doesn't give you the graveyard effect, but it does protect all your water monsters from battle, meaning your jellyfish. So if your jellyfish is kind of weak and you haven't negated much, Aquarium Stage can kind of keep it on its legs or tentacles for as long as it needs. Onto the traps. 2 Sea Stealth Attack, that's standard. 1 Dark Reef. 1 Ice Barrier, which I cut down to 1 because of Shifter, because if you play into Shifter, you cannot be doing Ice Barrier, so it's definitely something you gotta watch out for. Shifter is at 2 for a reason, so Ice Barrier can exist in this deck, and then of course I'm running the 1 Tikaboo. That is all for the main deck. Now to show you guys the extra deck, which, like I said before, doesn't really matter. I picked up a Totally Awesome, haven't summoned him once. Stealth Kraken and all them, Bahamut Shark, random cards, White Aura Whale, I can't summon it, but it's cool. That is all for the deck profile. I do have some cards in the side deck that I want to show you guys, but it's not complete, so please just enter with that in mind. Extra Ice Barrier, extra Foolish Burial Goods in case you take out the Shifters, 3 Ash, 3 Lava Golem, an extra Shifter if you need it, 3 Summon Limit, play this whenever you're going first, instant win, Droll and Lockbird at 3, that's really all you need. The side deck is not fully sleeved and not exactly what I want to see it at. I want to add some Lightning Storms. Other than that, I'm not really sure what else I need, but I took this deck into Dueling Book Ranked, and I actually played a match against pure Snake Eyes, and I want to show you guys the replay, so I will skip to that. See you guys soon. Hey guys, welcome to the combo portion of the video. I'm super excited to show you guys this replay. It was really cool that I was actually able to get the footage of this. I've decided to blur out the picture and username of the person I was dueling just because I didn't let them know that I was going to be using this replay and I want to protect their identity. So I got matched up against Snake Eye and I opened really good, I'm not gonna lie. Opening with that duality was amazing, opening shifter duality, and then being able to normal summon that Kairyu-Shin and sit on a Dark Ruler if I wanted to, with the insurance of having a triple attack in hand. It was just a crazy hand. And they did imperm the Kairyu-Shin, but that means nothing. That's a useless imperm, they wasted it. They summoned a Snake Eye card. I'd never played against Snake Eye pure ever, so I didn't know what I was doing. I did do a misplay in game 2 here, but game 1 actually went really well. There was a ruling error that we encountered, and you guys are going to see that pretty soon in the replay, but I called up my friend Carlos because no judges on Dueling Book were online, and you can see we were waiting for basically like 20 minutes. This video's sped up, but afterwards, it ended up in my favor and I ended up winning, and it was super exciting. He couldn't do much. He just was sitting on a Link Kuriboh for most of the game. I managed to take care of it. I negated his Oak, and then he triple tacked my Kairyu-Shin to take it. This is where the ruling error happened. We weren't really sure if the person I was dueling could actually send Kairyu-Shin to the graveyard, so we had a long conversation about whether that was legal or not. We called Carlos. He let me know that that was not legal, so they forfeit and we went to game 2. I was going second. I wasn't really sure what to side in. I sided in Drolls, I sided in Lava Golems, I can't remember what else I sided in, but it didn't really matter. We didn't really see much of that in this opening hand here. We got the imperm, we got the shifter, amazing opening hand. There's not much to say at the start of this. I used the prosperity for consistency. I wasn't too worried about what they were going to put up because I knew Snake Eye doesn't really work well under shifter, just from what I've heard through the grapevine. But he did get out the Flamberge Dragon, and that kind of stressed me out, and the field spell, which I did not read, and that led to my demise later on in the replay. I used the prosperity, and if I remember correctly, I pulled a legendary Ocean. Yeah, sounds about right. Perfect. Normal summonable Kairyu-Shin, like I said earlier in the video, breaks the game. You can't really do much against it. A lot of people struggle to stop Kairyu-Shin when it's normal summoned. That's why I always say Electric Jellyfish comes second, Kairyu-Shin comes first. Most people cannot out this board. I searched the C-Stealth attack. Once you get that C-Stealth attack, like I said in the earlier video, your board becomes unbreakable. And I mean that because this board is unbreakable now, and you're going to see this further on. They're still under shifter, I believe. I might be wrong. I think I'm wrong, actually. But I drew the Dark Reef, which was great. Searched that Electric Jellyfish. Summoned the Electric Jellyfish. Then searched the C-Stealth 2. The C-Stealth 2 is actually what led to me winning. Spoiler alert. But this is my misplay here. I didn't realize that it gained a bunch of attack, and my E-Jelly got sent to the grave, and I took some damage, unfortunately. But I dealt with it, and I came back. It didn't even matter. Kairyu-Shin can attack over anything because of C-Stealth attack. It's amazing. Like I said, unbreakable. This is where I started to kind of get nervous, but I knew that if I just kept Kairyu-Shin and a Legendary Ocean and C-Stealth attack on the board in some form, I would be okay. And I was right, because I drew into that shifter, it was a brick, searched the second C-Stealth attack. My plan here was to activate Sea Stealth 2 from the grave, and you guys will see that later. You can't really see our life points. They were getting low for my opponent, and I had lost 300 from the misplay. They searched Diabellstar. I don't know what they were planning. Either way, it didn't do much. They summoned Jet Synchron. I duality'd into, let me remember, I was the Imperm, yeah, for insurance, which I set. Then afterwards, I brought back the Electric Jellyfish and did the classic Umi Sea Stealth combo, the Wombo combo, to bring back the Electric Jellyfish from the grave, and they forfeit, so I won.
You do what you want when you pop it. Yeah.